Okay, I'll introduce myself. I'm an evolutionary biologist. I'm working in Lausanne University, and I'm working with birds. This video clip is just to explain you what is my job. I'm interested in the evolution of life, from unicellular cells, DNA, unicellular, multicellular, and then vertebrates, why animals, plants disappear, why they reappear. But in the end, I think the main goal of biologists is to understand who we are, from where we go and where we go. On this clip, you see how humans conquered the world. They came out of Africa. And this species is called as cosmopolitan. It's all over the world. And in birds, we believe there are only 7 species which succeeded to conquer the world, and one of which is the barn owl. Look at these wonderful birds. And these birds is not out of Africa, but out of Asia. The first barn owls appeared in Asia, and then it conquered the world in the same way as humans, everywhere on the planet. Okay, the barn owl is close to us. It breeds in houses, and this is a very important species to teach us how to respect nature. Because humans destroy nature, they kill each other, the world is simply on fire. We have to find a solution. And to this end, we did an ambassador. And the barn owl is a perfect ambassador, as you will understand at the end of the talk. This bird is very similar to us. You see the face, like this wonderful woman, Wonder Woman. I don't know who you prefer. I did my choice myself. It has a very nice costume, by the way. I don't know if you met an ambassador. It's very beautiful, an ambassador. The barn owl, I think, is even more beautiful. You see, it can have a reddish costume or white costume. But what is the function of this color variation? Let's go back 100,000 years ago, during the last ice age. There was ice all over Europe. Birds, mammals, plants disappeared. The question is, how they recolonized Europe? We did some studies. We obtained samples from Bulgaria, from Switzerland, Germany, etc. And the barn owl reconquered Europe by going around the Mediterranean Sea. And during this process, there was one mutation which appeared, and the barn owl, which was white at the beginning, became red. And in Bulgaria, barn owls are red. In Spain, they are white. Okay, what is the function? First, camouflage. I don't know if you work very hard. If you want to be relaxed, I suggest you to buy such a sofa and to buy the cloth of a soldier. You see, you cannot recognize the soldier in the sofa. And probably the function of this plumage is to capture prey. But why the barn owl is white? Why it is white like the Pope? This is one very important question. Look at the barn owl here. Let's imagine that you are the barn owl. If you want to capture mice, we could easily imagine that the mice would directly spot the barn owl and say, okay, I'm not crazy. I saw you. I should flee. That's why the barn owl succeeded to be white. This is the only nocturnal predator which is white. The mice should not be crazy. They should see the barn owl, mainly when under full moon, because it's very visible. But in fact, the mice are stupid. Look at this. What we did, we had stuffed barn owl, we had mice, and we looked at the reaction of the mice in front of the barn owl. When there is new moon, no light, the mice, they panic, they stay immobile during 9 seconds. When there is full moon, the barn owl is very visible, and the mice panic twice as long. Thus, it means that the barn owl found a way to make the mice panicking, and this is easier for them to capture them. Thus, the barn owl is a killing machine. It found all the ways to be very efficient to capture their prey. Not only the plumage, but they make no noise. Maybe put the sound a bit louder. Oh, sorry. Maybe louder.
Good.
Louder. The pigeons make a lot of noise. Now the barn owl. No noise at all. It's amazing. They evolved the way to make no noise. That's really a killing machine to capture their prey. It's amazing. Why to be so efficient? This is what Darwin explained us. We maximize the number of descendants we have in our life, human, birds, plants, etc. What we do, we compete between each other. I don't know if you observe yourself when you are in a bar. Sometimes men have very, very weird behavior. This is just to attract women. And women choose the best male, the most attractive one. And when I was a student, I was fascinated by these questions, what we call, this is in the field of sexual selection. And I wondered why I was so obsessed by sexual selection. I think the reason is because to understand why women are so beautiful and why men adopt such weird behaviors. Look at this guy. This is the guitarist of Slayer. I'm sure he has more success to women than I myself. When I was 18, I should have taken a guitar, put a lot of tattoos, but it's too late for me. I'm 51. But if you want to be sure that this guy is very attractive, I saw in the street, they will come in Sofia for the last time in July, just in case. The barn owl, that's the same. They not only vary in color, but they have black spots on the breast. And the female, on the left, they have more and larger black spots than males. And what we found is that males prefer females with larger spots. They are very beautiful, like a collar. They work more for females which have large spots than small spots. You can see on this graph, when the female is spotted, it brings more prey to the family. This is more convinced that it's more valuable to feed the family. Does the barn owl, like human, has intense social life? You know, mammals are polygamous. One male with several females. Birds are monogamous. But is it really the case? What we did paternity analysis to see if the postman is siring some chicks. And this is the case. Barn owls have lovers. About 2% of the kids are produced by another male than the one that feeds them. What about divorce? Let's compare with human. The figures change every day. But look, Switzerland is 25% of the pairs the couples break after each year. I don't have the figures for Bulgaria, by the way. And the birds. There are some birds which are faithful to their partner, they all lifelong, like the albatross. They never break the pair. Some other birds, they are never happy. They always want to change partner. And the barn owl are like the Swiss. 25% of the pair break each year. Look at this video clip. This is one female who was never happy with their partner. In 2006, she was married with Donald. In 2007, with Bill. In 2008, she changed again with George Jr. In 2009, she was with Ronald, I think. 2010, it's amazing, she stayed 2 years with the same partner. Apparently, John was very good, but the year after, she moved to Jimmy. 6 partners in 7 years for Elizabeth Jr., but Elizabeth mother is better. 8 partners in one lifetime. Why birds divorce? It's mainly when you have few kids. You are not happy. You say, it's not my fault, that's your fault. But once they find the right partner, they want to stay together forever. Thus, because the idea, they produce more chicks when they found the right partner and they stay with the partner for the rest of their life. Thus, they are globally faithful, this bird. The morale is safe, fortunately. But there is a dilemma. The barn owl, I'm sorry for the picture, but the barn owl, they produce 2 broods in the same year. And this is the father which feeds the chicks. Thus, once the mother has nothing to do, she wants to produce a second brood. And what she does, she abandons the family, she deserts, she leaves the kids to the father, and she wants to find another male. And this male, usually it's a young male. That's why all females are looking for a young guy to produce the second brood in the same year. Look here. In blue, this is the male. It feeds the chicks. And the mother in pink, the houses are nest boxes where there are young guys. And the mother, all night long, she's looking for young guys. At the same time, the male is feeding the chicks. This region is Catholic. Look at the Catholic female barn owl. She's just looking for young guys. The male is working, business as usual. The next example is quite nice. always the same story. The female is looking for young guys. But the male, when we recaptured the male with the GPS, we found that the male had 2 females at the same time. Look here, the 2 horses, 2 females. In the last case, I was born in Payerne at the top. I'm working in Lausanne. In one night, one female flew 50 kilometers to go in a discotheque close to Lausanne to find a young guy. She did not find him. 3 days later, she was back at home. The male saw nothing. He did not know what she was doing during 3 days and 3 nights. Okay, there are conflicts between mother and father. That's not the only conflicts we can observe. So resources are limited. The kids have to find a solution or to share the food. There is a conflict. Either they kill each other. More rarely in animals, they negotiate. Or they cooperate, they feed each other. That's what we find in the barn owl. Look at this clip. They capture mice, voles, they bring back to the nest. They give the prey to the kids. Look at the kid now. My parents always told me you have to cut your meat. Look at the guy. He's just swallowing the entire prey directly. He's not cutting the meat. And now listen to the call. What they do, they negotiate. They discuss all night long. Instead of fighting, instead of killing each other, they are like diplomats. They talk to each other and they resolve the conflict pacifically. Thus, there is a diplomatic resolution of conflicts in the barn owl. Even if this is a killing machine, they found a way to be peaceful. And this is a model for us. That's why we came with this idea of birds for peace. We do it in the Middle East, and our project is called Nature Knows No Boundaries. It's successful because there is no link with tradition, culture, and religion. I don't have the time to look at this. Look, the Middle East is the joint point of Asia, Africa, and Europe. This is a hotspot of biodiversity. 90 species of this family of plants. In Europe, only 7. That's very, very rich. It's also a big mess politically. 200 tanks per 1,000 kilometers in Israel, only 2 in the US. The problem are the voles. They destroy the fields, the agricultural fields. The farmers, what they do, they spread poison, chemical warfare. This is a problem because it kills the predators of the voles, which accumulate the poison. Thus we have to find a solution. The solution are the barn owls. We fix boxes in the farms, in the land, and the barn owls are attracted to breed in the boxes. One family of barn owls eat up to 6,000 rodents a year. This is amazing. And this is more than that. This is an inspiration. This is the first pair of a bird, a barn owl, ringed in Israel with a female ringed in Jordan. And it makes a big, big story in Israel, even in newspapers. Wow, a Jordanian-Israeli couple. We put GPS on the birds. They breed in Israel, but they hunt in Palestine. They don't need visa or passport to cross the border. This is an inspiration. And it means that if we want to solve the ecological problem, we need to do it in Israel and in Palestine. That's why we brought Israeli and Palestinian and Jordanians at the same table to have a dialogue. Look at this clip.
Even became Facebook friends. During our group trips, we even visited a Christian church, a Jewish synagogue, and a Muslim mosque. My favorite part is having fun. We had lots of fun together, and still do. And I shortly found out that Jordanians are way better dancers than I am. When you can joke with somebody, you know they're your friend.
You see, they love each other. And why Switzerland could be implicated, like me in this story? I'm very small, very shy. What do I do there? That's first because I'm working with barn owls, but also because I'm Swiss, I'm neutral. And in 2015, I decided to bring the story internationally. We started in Geneva Peace Week, with my colleague Israeli Jordanian on the right. We went in Davos. We reported the success in Davos to the Honorable Shimon Peres, who was very excited by this news. We had the Chief of Staff of Switzerland, which supported our project, who helped us a lot. This is with my son, between two generals, the Swiss and the Jordanian, and look at the T-shirt. I forgot to tell him to remove the T-shirt. This is Angry Birds, you know, with the bullets. And last year, we did an event with the Swiss president of Switzerland. We brought the entire diplomatic corps to see the Barnals of Peace. And I brought my colleagues from the Middle East to explain the story to the president of Switzerland. And now Switzerland is giving us money for this project. You know, the atmosphere was very good. I have a Barnal in my hands with the president, and I showed him the new vision. And just on Saturday, I was lucky enough to go to Vatican, because my dream in the past was to be a Swiss guard. But when I was in Vatican, I saw this guy. The reason why I'm not Swiss guard, because I'm too... This is the last picture with the Pope on Saturday to explain him the project. We had 40 minutes to talk with him. And I thank you for your attention. This picture is quite nice. We went in the Middle East with the TV, and I met this lady, beautiful lady, 80 years old, blue eyes. And she told me she never came back to Jerusalem since 46. She had to leave home in one night. She could take only two things from home, these two pictures. On the picture, you see a friend, a Jewish lady, and herself. She never met again the Jewish lady. And I asked her whether I could take this picture as a symbol of peace in the Middle East. Thank you very much.